Unit 145, Revision, Reading and Speaking. Frankenstein meets the creature. Okay, we have a really nice text, so let's read through it. Although the lawyer presented the case very well, Justin was found guilty of murder. The judge ordered that she be hanged. Our family was again in despair. That night we sat around the fire, unable to speak. The only sound we could hear was the crackling of the fire. We sat in front of it and we cried and cried until there were no more tears left in us. After Justine had been hanged, I decided to spend a few weeks alone in the mountain, walking and thinking. I stayed in a small house used by the shepherds. I thought about my mother, and I remembered my promise to her. I decided to make a new start. I would finish my studies as a doctor, marry Elizabeth, and return to Geneva to look after the poor. My life's aim would be to build a new hospital and call it St. Justin's Hospital to the Poor. One wet and misty day, as I was walking near the place where William had been murdered, I saw an enormous man in the distance. At first, I did not think of my creature. I had managed to forget him completely. As he came towards me, though, I knew it was him. I recognized his clumsy arms and his ape-like walk, and then I saw his skeletal face. Suddenly, I realized who William's murderer was, and I hated him more than ever before. He had found my family and was planning to kill us all, one by one. Although I was frightened when I saw him, I knew I had to face him. I picked up a stone just in case he tried to attack me. He stopped a few yards from me and spoke in a deep voice. "Frankenstein, for that is your name, isn't it? Or should I call you father? Call me what you like. Why did you bring me into this world of hate, Frankenstein?" I was surprised by how well he spoke. It is not a world of hate. It is a world of love. Love? What is love? You have shown me no love. The world has shown me nothing but hate. I must talk to you, Frankenstein. You are my only hope of ever finding happiness. Come with me to my cave so we can talk. I have a fire there and some fruit and nuts. I hesitated for a moment, but finally I agreed to go with him. I dropped the stone and followed him. We came to a cave high up in the mountains. Inside it was quite warm and comfortable. He had made a bed of leaves, and beside it a fire was burning. He offered me some fruit, which I refused. We sat down by the fire, and he immediately began his story. And now we have a few questions, so let's answer. Number one, why was Justine found guilty? What was Justine found guilty of? Okay, so she was found guilty of murder. Okay, she was found guilty of murder. Okay, so number two, how did the family feel about the judge's decision? So they were in despair. Okay, they were in despair. Okay, be careful with the phrases that we have. To be in despair. Okay, and above we had to be found guilty of something here. Okay, so number three, what did Frankenstein do after Justine had been hanged? Okay, so he decided to spend a few weeks alone in the mountains. Yes, so he decided to spend a few weeks alone in the mountains, and there he stayed in a small house used by the shepherds. Yes. Well, next question. Number 4. What would his aim in life be from then on? A nice expression, from then on. Okay? I think it's quite clear. So, от тогава натам, from then on. Yes? So, let's look here. So his life's aim would be to build a hospital and call it St. Justine's Hospital to the poor. Yes, so he wanted to build a hospital. He wanted to build a hospital. Okay, good. Let's have number 5. Where did he meet the monster? So, firstly, it was a wet and misty day, and he was walking there, near the place where William had been murdered. So this is where he saw the monster. Yes. It was a wet and misty day. He was walking near the place where William had been murdered. And this is where he met the monster. Okay. Okay, let's look at the next question there. Number 6. What did Frankenstein realize when he saw the monster? He suddenly realized who William's murderer was. Yes? And he hated him even more. So, number 7. What did he have to do? Okay, he knew that he had to face him. Okay. Okay, so he knew he had to face him, although he was really frightened. Okay, although he was really frightened, he knew that he had to face him, to face somebody. Yes. Okay. Question number 8. Why was Frankenstein surprised? So, the monster started speaking, and Frankenstein was really surprised that the monster spoke really well. Okay? So, let's look at what we have. I was surprised by how well he spoke. I was surprised by how well he spoke, yes? Okay, question number 9. Okay. What did the monster suggest? Okay, what happened then? The monster said, I must talk to you. Yes? So, and he said, come with me to my cave. Yes, I have a fire and some fruit and nuts and so on. So, how can we answer here? So the monster suggested they go to his cave. Okay, number 10. And where did they go? Well, they went to the cave, and inside it was really warm and comfortable. Quite warm and comfortable, yes? So he had a bed made of leaves, and beside it a fire was burning. Yes? So then the monster offered some fruit, which he refused, and he began his story. Okay? Okay, some more questions. Have you read the novel? Can you think why it is a world of love for Frankenstein and a world of hate for the monster? How are Frankenstein and the monster different? Beauty, family, happiness, friends, work, money, love, security. Which of these in life are most important for you and why? Okay, so you can answer some of those questions. So, okay, I would say that love and happiness are really important in life because these are positive feelings, and this is something very important. When you're positive, well, everybody around you feels the same. And this is our next exercise. So we have 4 statements. Let's look at them. Okay, the first one. After Justin had been hanged, Frankenstein decided to spend a few weeks alone in Geneva. Well, definitely no. So, okay, what can we say here? Do you remember what was in the text? So, after Justin had been hanged, Frankenstein decided to spend a few weeks in the mountains. So, number 2. When Frankenstein saw the creature, he was frightened and picked up a knife to protect himself. Definitely no. Okay. So, what did he do? He picked up a stone. Okay, just in case he tried to attack him. Number 3. Frankenstein believed that it was a world of hate. Okay, just the opposite. The monster believed that it was a world of hate. Okay? And Frankenstein said it was a world of love. 4. The creature said that Frankenstein was his only hope for ever finding a family. Well, definitely no. And what was it in the text? The creature said that Frankenstein was his only hope of ever finding what? Happiness. And number 5. The creature lived in a hut. Well, no. The creature lived in a cave. Okay, this is our next exercise. Imagine you have just been on a holiday. Use the following questions to describe what your holiday was like. So, the first question is, where did you go? In the mountains, by the sea, or somewhere else? Okay, so let's move on. Where did you stay? Okay, I stayed in a hotel or campsite, guest house, or to stay with friends. Pay attention to the preposition. You stay with friends, but you stay in a hotel or at a hotel. So, choose adjectives to describe the place where you stayed. Okay, let's look at the adjectives. Marvelous. Okay, it comes from marvel. Okay, marvelous. Чудно, чудесно. Okay, fantastic. Dirty, lousy. Okay, what is lousy? Okay, it's something that you don't like. It's kind of disgusting. Okay, so okay, lovely. Once again, you know this word. Fabulous. Fabulous. Okay, it can have the meaning of enormous, extremely enormous. Okay, okay, so horrible, awful. Gorgeous is a positive word. It means okay, great, something that you like, really. Okay, so, and let's look at number 4. What was the weather like? Hot, sunny, cold, sticky. What is sticky? Okay. So usually when it rains, when it rains, okay, the weather is kind of sticky. Така, sticky може да бъде в контекст на мокър, влажен, кален, също за път. Okay, so rainy, cloudy, freezing, stormy. It comes from storm, yes, and snowy. Okay, let's look at the other questions. What did you do there? Swim, sunbathe. Okay, visit museums, go for long walks, go to cafes, relax, to make new friends. Обърнете внимание, хубава фраза, сприятелявам се. Okay. I can ask you, did you make any good friends? Did you make any good friends? Okay. Or did you make any friends? Намерили приятели, сприятелили с някакви хора. Okay. So, shop, buy souvenirs. Okay, shop is a verb. Okay. Go to discos, clubs, restaurants, take photos. What was the food like? Delicious, excellent, disgusting, tasteless. I dare say we know these words, yes? So you can use them. And 7, how did you feel about the place? It was the ideal place for relaxing and peaceful holiday. The place was fantastic. I had the time of my life. C, it was an exciting place as there was so much to do and see. It's not a place I would want to see again. Okay, so let's say that I went to the mountain to spend a weekend there. I stayed at a really nice hotel, a small one but really nice. Okay, it was fantastic, really. Well, the weather. What about the weather? The weather, well, it was cold, really, a bit rainy. Okay, but okay, just because I was with some friends of mine, I really liked my stay. So 5. Okay, we just relaxed there. Okay, and I can say that I didn't make any new friends, but I had a great time, yes, with my old friends. So what about the food? I can say the food was excellent there. I liked it, and definitely the place was fantastic. I had the time of my life. Okay, I would like to see it again. Okay, so this is our next exercise. Okay, we have sentences. A professional carpet cleaner cleaned our carpet. So, what can we say starting with we? Okay, a professional carpet cleaner cleaned our carpet. So, we had our carpet cleaned by a professional carpet cleaner. We had our carpet cleaned okay. We had our carpet cleaned, okay, by a professional carpet cleaner. Okay, we had our carpet cleaned by a professional carpet cleaner. Number 2. You didn't tell her the truth and it was wrong of you. Okay, what can we say here? It's a revision, be careful. Something that you didn't do. You didn't tell her and it was wrong of you. Now you regret it. You should have told her. Okay? The truth. Още веднъж, нека да си припомним should have done. Трябваше да направя нещо, но не съм. Използвам тази структура за изразяване на съжаление по отношение на нещо, което е трябвало да бъде направено, но не е било направено. Okay, number 3. Nobody answered the door last night. Perhaps my friends were at the theater. Okay, something which happened in the past, but actually I'm not quite sure. Yes? So my friends, what? Might have been at the theater, or they could have been at the theater. I can say both here, or may have been. Yes? Okay, let's have it like might have been at the theater. Okay. Number 4. I'm not tall enough to be a model. Okay, I wish I were. Okay. I wish I were taller. Иска ми се да бях. Okay, wishes about the present, a situation different to the situation that is now. Okay, 5. If I had studied medicine, I would be a good doctor now. Okay, I wish I had studied medicine. Yes. Wishes about the past, a situation different to what actually happened in the past. So I wish I had studied. Okay, I wish I had studied medicine. Six. Your house needs redecorating, she said. You need to have what? To have it redecorated. To have your house redecorated. Okay. Number 7. This street is much noisier than it was a couple of years ago. This street used to be. Okay, it used to be much quieter. Okay. Number 8. At the beginning of the 20th century, mothers stayed at home and looked after their children. At the beginning of the 20th century, mothers, what? Okay, what can we say? They didn't used to go to work. Okay, can I say this? Of course I can say it. They didn't used to go to work. Okay. 9. Where were you yesterday? She asked me. She asked me where I'd been the day before or the previous day. Yes, she asked me where I'd been, where I had been. Yes. Okay, the day before. So, in number 10, I last saw Nick in 2005. I haven't seen him since 2005. Okay, I haven't seen him since 2005. Okay, that's it.